name is Terry Young. I want to talk to you today about looking past your giants. You know, the American poet and educator Henry Wadsworth Longfellow once wrote, "Into each life some rain must fall." In life, if life teaches us anything, we know that we've got to face some trials and tribulations, and we're going to encounter some difficulties in our life. And when it regards our faith walk, we know that we're even going to face some giants as we try to walk our life out in faith before God. You know, Israel famously faced some giants in their journey into the land that God had promised them, but these were literal giants. So I wanted to read out of Numbers chapter 13. It says here in verse 2, it said in verses 1 and 2, it says, "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send men to spy out the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the children of Israel." This is God's word to Moses, and Moses told this to the children of Israel. You see, God said, send men in to spy out the land of Canaan that I'm giving to them. That's a key point. A lot of times we'll hear part of what God says, but they miss the part when he said, I'm giving them the land. So when Moses sent those spies in, he told them, go up this way into the south, go up into the mountains and see what the land is like, whether the people who dwell in it are strong or weak, few or many. So that's what they did. They sent 12 spies, and when the spies returned, they reported all that they had seen in the land, that the land was good, it was full of fruit, it was full of milk and honey. But they also talked about the people who dwelled there, just like Moses asked. You see, they're not doing anything he hasn't asked yet. But he said, their cities are fortified, there were sons of Anak there, and Anak is descended from the giants. And then the 10 spies added their fears. They said, we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and we were like grasshoppers in their sight. They even saw themselves as grasshoppers. You see, they listed all of the different tribes of the people who dwelled in that land, the Canaanites and all the rest of them. They said, this group is here, that group is here. And they just told all of their fears to Moses. And all of these were true facts. The fortified cities, the giants, the different tribes of people who lived there. It was all a fact. But you see, 10 of the spies said, we can't take the land, we're too small, we're grasshoppers. But 2 of the spies, Joshua and Caleb, were of a different spirit. And they said, we're well able to take the land. And Caleb said to them, let us go up at once and take possession, for we're well able to overcome it. You see, Joshua and Caleb saw exactly the same giants that the other 10 spies saw. They saw exactly the same fortified cities that the other 10 spies saw, but they had a different spirit. It says that there was a different spirit in them. These 2 men looked past the very real giants that were in the land, and they believed by faith what God had told them. He said, I'm giving to the children of Israel the land of Canaan. So there's giants in the land. We all acknowledge that. Even Henry Wadsworth Longfellow understood that we're going to face trials. But are we of a different spirit? Are we going to look past the giants and hear what God has to say, or are we just going to stop and say, I can't, because there's a big meanie in the way? Think about that today, because we have to act on God's word and look around the obstacles that could be there to stop us. What are you looking at today? What's your focus? If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post 2 videos every week. If you think somebody else might benefit or enjoy our videos, share it on your social media.